A Muslim made a claim that Arabic was the first language.
Right.
And they have to make this claim because otherwise a person that coined the term Allah must be a prophet speaking in God's name.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much cornered to say that that's the first language.
So what's the question?
Is that the first language?
Do you think it is? No, of course not. I wouldn't say that we know what the first human language is. I don't think there's any evidence of what the first human language is. The reason being is that the first human language probably wasn't ever written, right? But one thing that we do know is that we can trace out the origins of the Arabic language. Arabic language emerges from Syriac, and we know that because there are Syriac loanwords inside of the Quran. So for instance, one of the surahs of the Quran is called Tabor, means mountain. Now, the fact is, as you speak to any Arabic speaker, they have their own Arabic word for mountain. Who uses Tabor as the word for Mount Tor? Sorry, Tor.
I didn't use it.
No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, thank you. Who uses the word Tor for mountain? The Assyrians. It's an Aramaic word. It's a Syriac word. And you find these examples all over the Quran, like Injil.
Right.
And so when you look at Nabatean, if you study the Nabateans, who were a people inside of Arabia, they had a language that is a precursor to Arabic, and it is full of Syriac. So Syriac influenced the birth of the Arabic language. So we don't know what the first language was, but we do know that Arabic emerged from Syriac, which means that the first people that used Allah as a word,
They were prophets.
they were receiving some kind of divine revelation.
They're prophets.
And Muslims refuse to accept this because they refuse to accept the testament of history. For instance, there's no evidence that Mecca existed at the 7th century. There's no evidence that Mecca existed before the 7th century. And yet Muslims claim that Mecca is the oldest settlement in human history. It's the first settlement in human history. Other examples of contradicting history. Jesus Christ was crucified. All of history testifies to Christ's crucifixion. And yet Muslims deny that crucifixion. So again and again and again, Islamic history contradicts actual history.